Democratic strategist James Carville ripping Vice President JD Vance for visiting England earlier this month.
When you get a gift, take the gift, even a vacation. People, Florida resorts are hurting. Guess where he went? To a place called Oxfordshire in England, which is a tony wealthy place that rich Londoners go to. Call it the Martha's Vineyard of England. And why we didn't blow this up?
Now, while the vice president was in England, he was still working, meeting with several officials like the British foreign minister. His office has not yet responded to Carville's rant. James Carville also said that his advice, Todd, to the Democratic Party is to use JD Vance and just kick the bleep out of him every chance you get. I think we've seen enough Sunday show appearances from the vice president to realize he's really good in that situation, so I'm not sure that this is the best advice from James Carville.
It just shows how those on the left completely miss the main takeaway of a story, which was the visit to England was to create the UK-US trade pact and basically solidify our relationship with one of our closest allies, if not our closest ally. So he stopped over for 12 minutes to look at a beach with some other, by the way, English people to try and, work out the trade situation. But, Joe, if I could bring you in here now on this topic, Joe Concha, Fox News contributor, senior writer for the Washington Examiner, why do people keep platforming James Carville? Why do we care what this guy who hasn't had a win since the Clinton administration has to say?
Yeah, we're talking, 33 years now at this point, Todd? And thanks for having me. Happy Friday. That's the thing. He rode Bill Clinton's coattails for that campaign, and that was all based on Clinton, right? That he ran a campaign where it wasn't so much he needed a campaign manager to win that election. That was Bill Clinton's charisma. That was Bill Clinton going on Arsenio Hall and playing the saxophone. That was George H.W. Bush residing over a recession at that time in 1992, just to go back all those years. So he's been wrong about everything. He said that Hillary Clinton would win in an absolute landslide. He said that Kamala Harris would beat Donald Trump. I could go through all the things that James Carville has gotten wrong over the years. But at this point, he's only on because he says things, I guess, in that Louisiana Cajun accent that
right.
usually is provocative. And therefore, that's what makes him interesting, I suppose. But look at his record. The guy's always wrong.
Yeah, no, Joe, you bring up a good point. It may be the delivery. I mean, he says things confidently. He's colorful and clever with his words. But when it comes to advice, saying that JD Vance should be the punching bag when he is like an expert debater, I don't think that could be the right move for Democrats as they suffer a 2 million voter registration loss in the party in a 4-year period. We also want to ask you about this quickly, Joe. A Florida teacher has been suspended after nominating a conservative student as most likely to become a dictator. And the student's mom spoke to Laura Ingraham last night. Listen to this.
He brought it home. He was upset about it. I sent an email to the teacher, to the principal, and I reached out to the local school board to bring attention to this. And I received a very hollow apology from the teacher. There was also the incidents when she introduced the topic on World War II, and she said there's always some student who empathizes with Hitler. Another student retorted, "Oh, that will be my son." The teacher endorsed it.
This is political, Joe, and this is also a teacher tearing a student down.
Yeah, I mean, I hear suspension, and that sounds like she'll probably come back. No, fire. You don't work here anymore. You cannot go after a teenager like that, calling him most likely to be a dictator. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm so happy with my school system here. Where I live in New Jersey, we don't deal with stuff like that. But unfortunately, this is a thing throughout other school districts in the country, public schools. I'm sorry, this person needs to be set as an example where you do not insult a student like that because you disagree with his point of view. I'm sorry, suspension's not good enough. Firing is more like it.
This was a history teacher, no less. And the mother went on to say that this teacher, history teacher, allowed students to call her son a Nazi file because of his interest in World War II and his participation in ROTC. It's wrong. Joe Concha, you're right. Thanks for joining us. Go out there. Have a great weekend, everybody.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.